They call it the big one, a massive earthquake that could strike at any time, and scientists admit we are overdue. Every year, small tremors ripple across the United States. Most pass unnoticed. But deep beneath our feet, pressure is building. And when it finally breaks, the results could be catastrophic. We're talking about an earthquake so powerful it could destroy entire cities, cripple the economy, and change life in America forever. So where will it hit? And how bad will it be? Let's start with California. Everyone has heard about the San Andreas Fault. Stretching more than 700 miles through the state, it's a boundary between two giant tectonic plates grinding against each other. Most days, they move slowly. But every so often, they lurch violently. The last truly massive quake on the San Andreas struck in 1906, devastating San Francisco. Fires consumed the city. More than 3,000 people died. That was over a century ago. And scientists warn the southern section of the fault, near Los Angeles, hasn't had a major quake in more than 300 years. It's locked. It's loaded. And it's ready to snap. Experts estimate a magnitude 7.8 quake on this section could cause unimaginable damage. Skyscrapers swaying, freeways collapsing, power, water, and communication lines severed. In Los Angeles alone, tens of thousands could be killed or injured. Millions left without homes. And here's the terrifying part. It's not just California at risk. The Pacific Northwest sits on the Cascadia Subduction Zone, one of the most dangerous fault lines on Earth. This isn't just a crack in the ground. It's a 600-mile stretch where one massive tectonic plate is sliding under another. When it slips, the energy released is far greater than the San Andreas. The last time Cascadia unleashed its fury was in the year 1700. Geological evidence shows it triggered a quake around magnitude 9, one of the strongest earthquakes in recorded history. It sent a tsunami racing across the Pacific Ocean, slamming into Japan with waves 30 feet high. And it will happen again. Scientists say Cascadia has a cycle of major quakes every 250 to 500 years. That means we are right in the window for another. Some even believe we are overdue. A full rupture could devastate Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver. Bridges gone. Ports destroyed. Coastal towns wiped off the map. And a tsunami could drown the entire Pacific Northwest coastline within minutes. If you think that sounds impossible, just look at what happened in Japan in 2011. The Tohoku earthquake, magnitude 9.1, unleashed a tsunami that killed more than 18,000 people. Entire communities were erased. Nuclear reactors melted down. The economic cost? More than $200 billion. And Cascadia could deliver something very similar, right here in the United States. But the danger doesn't stop at the West Coast. In the heart of America lies a sleeping giant few people know about, the new Madrid Seismic Zone. It stretches across Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky. And in 1811 and 1812, it produced a series of massive earthquakes so powerful they rang church bells in Boston, over 1,000 miles away. The Mississippi River ran backward. Entire forests sank into the ground. People thought the world was ending, and if an event like that happened today, it would devastate cities like Memphis and St. Louis, shattering infrastructure that was never built to withstand such shaking. And unlike California, most buildings in the Midwest aren't designed with earthquakes in mind. Here's something few realize. FEMA has estimated that a full-scale New Madrid earthquake today could displace 7 million people and cause damages of more than $300 billion. It would be one of the most expensive disasters in U.S. history. So let's be clear. America's next megaquake isn't a question of if. It's a question of when. Think about what that means. Millions of people could be displaced in a single day. Supply chains cut off. Highways torn apart. Power grids down for months. The economic cost? Trillions of dollars. Some experts believe a Cascadia rupture alone could trigger the largest natural disaster in U.S. history. And the scary part is, we aren't ready. Yes, cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco run earthquake drills. Yes, scientists monitor fault lines. But the truth is, no city in America is truly prepared for a megaquake. Emergency services would be overwhelmed within hours. Hospitals filled to capacity. Rescue workers stretched beyond their limits. And here's something most people don't realize. The first wave of destruction might not be the end. Aftershocks can rattle regions for weeks, even months. Some nearly as strong as the main quake. That means even if buildings survive the first hit, they may still collapse later. The 1964 Alaska earthquake, magnitude 9.2, is the largest ever recorded in North America. It ripped open the ground, raised coastlines by 30 feet, and triggered tsunamis that traveled across the Pacific. In just minutes, entire communities were wiped away. That quake happened in a state with relatively few people. Imagine the same power unleashed beneath Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, or Memphis. The death toll would be unthinkable. And what about the long-term effects? A megaquake could cripple America's economy for years. Major ports like Los Angeles, Oakland, and Seattle handle billions of dollars in trade. If they were destroyed, supply chains would collapse. Food, fuel, and medicine shortages could ripple across the country. Power grids could take months to restore. Water systems shattered. Millions of homes uninhabitable. Where would all those people go? The U.S. could face its largest refugee crisis since the Dust Bowl, but on a far greater scale. And here's the most frightening thought. Megaquakes don't just happen once. They come in clusters. History shows that when one section of a fault ruptures, it can trigger others nearby. That means the next big one might not be a single event, but a chain reaction stretching across years. So what can be done? Some experts say the key is better early warning systems. Japan has sensors that detect quakes within seconds, sending alerts before the worst shaking arrives. That can give people precious moments to take cover, stop trains, shut down power plants. America's system? Still years behind. Others argue we need stricter building codes, not just in California, but across the country. Because when the ground moves, only structures built to withstand it will stand tall. But let's be honest. No system, no building code, no preparation can fully stop the devastation of a true megaquake. The best we can do is prepare, adapt, and hope. So let me ask you this. Do you think America is ready for the big one? Or are we ignoring the warning signs until it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button. It helps a lot more than you think. And it tells YouTube to show this video to more people who care about the future. Here on Wolfgang's Daily Bite, we bring you the stories that matter, the ones shaping our world in ways most people never even think about. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Because the next disaster may already be on the horizon. Megaquakes have struck before. They will strike again. And when they do, America may never be the same.